Check out my Patreon for many mods collection and load order services. Learn more in description or in the pinned comment. Welcome back inside the Hidden Hotbox Gamer. I'm Chris and this is Skyrim Ultra modded load order for Xbox Series X, S and Xbox One. This project aims to improve every component of Skyrim Anniversary or Special Edition on Xbox, and this could only be achieved by cherry-picking the best mods from the many available in Bethesda's catalog. Note that since we are targeting a complete overhaul, I had to make compromises on both gameplay and graphics to elevate both at the same time at the highest level possible alongside each other. If you really want top graphics or you only care about gameplay, there are separate videos for both concepts linked in the top right corner. Keep in mind that I used cheats this time around to film the clips, but I did already learn about the game's balance in the gameplay focused video, so let's begin. The master files for this load order are the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch, Reconciliation the Climax, and the base mods for the lighting, which are Lux Resources, Lux Master File, and Lux Orbis Master File. Thanks to these mods, many bugs will be fixed, and Skyrim will receive a ton of quality of life improvements, while the Lux mods will provide the code needed to get the amazing lighting we want for this mods collection. Moving to the foundations, Sneak Thief and Uplink Collection and UOL and Bugfix Compilation help to improve the game with general improvements and improvements related to Skyrim's stealth mechanics. And to complete the foundations, Control adds many quick commands to play better. The full list is in the mod's description, but the most important controls are LB+Y to open the favorites, LB+Start to quick save, and the following buttons or combinations are needed to assign favorites from the favorites menu or summon them outside of it. D-pad up, D-pad right, D-pad down, D-pad left, or LB plus any of the D-pad buttons, which means you have 8 new controls to summon weapons or spells. This video features a ton of mods, so anytime a mod's name is self-explanatory I will quickly gloss over it. Besides, the clips will speak for themselves. The UI becomes much more beautiful thanks to Clear UI by Liswag Mask. Then we improve some existing quests thanks to these mods. Optional Quick Start XB1. Open Civil War XB1 to make so that you have to conquer every big city before winning the Civil War. XB1 Civil War Aftermath SC to feature actual consequences after the Civil War quest is completed, and the Part Turn Axe Resolution to let you complete its related quest regardless of your final decision. Before the gameplay mods, we also want a couple of craftables in the forms of Craft Everything XB1 and Bandolier Bags and Pouches Classic XB1 to craft useful bags and pockets that increase your carry weight limit. The gameplay mods for this ultimate Skyrim load order are great improvements or new mechanics. Let's start with a base by installing Wear Multiple Rings, Fair Dragon Shouts to balance shouts like for the Dragonborn, Faster Transform for werewolves or vampires, Stride Faster Sprint and Swim, Faster Horses XB1, Essential Horses Xbox One to make your horse immortal and almost always spawn alongside you after a fast travel, and XB1 Super Simple Lockbash so that you have an alternative for any chest that couldn't be opened. Then iCrime Realistic Penalties XB1 and X1 Classic Oblivion Gel System make prison a complete and functioning game mechanic, so if you get arrested for killing a character, you will spend a year or more in prison, but keep in mind that this requires multiple loadings, so the screen will flash a little bit and it will take longer than usual. The game is not stuck in this scenario, keep it in mind. After this, Sneak Tools adds various stealth mechanics and items like assassinations from behind and throwable weapons. Ask the Way XB1 allows to ask guards and NPCs for directions or use it as a distraction. Reduce attack skating movement makes you more steady and realistically animated in combat. And Training Study adds functionality to dummies and adds studying mechanics in Winterhold. For the final two gameplay mods we have Interact, Build, Decorate to build what you want and add more interactions in Skyrim. This can be done by building props at this wooden workbench and also this paper that teaches you the Interact power, which once activated gives you access to these options for any item you drop. Let's make a small dock in Riverwood. Unfortunately, it seems that some items are just for show. In fact, you can sit on the chair, but an interesting function I found in this mod is the ability to pick up and or bury corpses, which is a great quality of life improvement. And finally, there is also hide spots to hide yourself in any furniture piece that allows it. Let's improve level progression and perks. Dragon Souls to Attributes XB1 makes so that any kept Dragon Souls make you stronger, or if you want you can sacrifice them at High Hrothgar for extra character bonuses with XB1 through Dragonborn Heavy by G Industries. Then we have Imperious Races of Skyrim XB1 and Underworld Werewolf and Vampire Race as race options from the start of Skyrim on Xbox. The perks mods are instead Classic and Birth Signs, Pinion, Ordinator perks Odin Magic and Quest Reward Bundle to overhaul all the perks, add spells and improve many quest rewards, 20 PCT more perk points XB1 for a speedier but fairer empowerment, and finally Sacrosanct Vampires of Skyrim XB1 and Xbox One Werewolf perks expanded to improve their perks. Important note, now that we mentioned vampires, it occurred to me that there are a few settings and other technicalities you must know. You can find those at the end of the video. It's time to add more magic and balance it better with Mysticism and Magic Overhaul, Mysticism Ordinator Patch, Spells Scale with Skill Level, Conjurer's Forge Summer Mist Enchanting and Crafting Bundle to have many more enchantments and forge magic books that you can wear to boost your power in certain magic schools, Mystical Scholarship the Magical College Bundle 1k to better flesh out everything that regards the College of Winterhold, and the Miracle of Flight XB1 to add lore-friendly flight spells like this one bought from Cancelmo. The controls vary based on your controls, but basically watching up with the right stick makes you go up, the controller's triggers are used to turn, and crouch to proceed both ahead and down. To land, simply lower your weapon. Oh, and you should also be able to shoot some sort of fireballs with the shout button. For loot and leveled lists, there are Zim's Immersive Artifacts, Morrow Loot Ultimate to make the game feel more rewarding, Mystical Scholarship Morrow Loot Ultimate Patch, Fenric's Arcane Arsenal XB1 to add magic arrows in Special Edition because they are missing in there, or simply more variety Creation Club Integration XB1 so that the Anniversary Edition content is more present in Skyrim, followed by better Creator Loot XB1 and Wearable Lanterns XB1, not to be confused with the standard lantern items, because these are called Travel Lantern and are found under clothing. They can be bought or forged. I bought mine from Bellator in Whiterun. For the enemy and PC leveled lists, I installed Imperial Reform to make the Imperial Army more lore-friendly. For a fully immersive experience in Skyrim on Xbox, we need to improve audio, weather and foliage. So let's start with Sounds of Skyrim Complete Edition XB1 to improve or replace all the ambient sounds and more. Then the weather is managed by Cathedral Supreme Weathers, Elise's Natural Sun and Sunglare, and Luxorbis V2.61 with the Luxorbis USSCP patch for the lighting. The grass is instead from the Xbox mod Cathedral Grass V3 HD XB1 patched with landscape fixes for grass mods. Also, characters and creatures get their beauty treatment with this load order. Their mods are XP32 Maximum Skeleton Special Extended XPM SSE, Fairskin UNP, Males of Skyrim by ZZJ2K, Vanilla Hairy Texture V3.1, Eras Children Optimized, Xbox One Draugr Retexture Bloody Black version, Skeleton Replacer HD2K, Divine Textures Creator Spec 1, and Fluffworks Fluffy Animals Medium 1K. Of course, also the animation need to be replaced, thanks to Leviathan Animations AIO, Great Sword 3/attack animation replacer, Dovahkiin can lean, sit, kneel, lay down and meditate etc. 2, Smite and Stagger 2.0, more effective blocking, 360 walk and run standalone, Skyrim horse renewal animations, horses simply turn better, and faster horse dismounting. For the effects, I finally managed to make an outstanding improvement with enhanced blood textures, reprisal, vanilla and summer mist enchant effects. Magical forces and effects bundle full, and array SS shaders and effects. But moving instead on the big time graphics, there are the following mods to smooth out, improve the resolution and polygon count of many parts of Skyrim: Friendly SMIM, Mesh Fixes Collection, Lucid AP High Poly Project V5.x 1K, High Poly Project Fixes by X2 1K, Major Cities Mesh Overhaul XB1, Watering Wash Basins and Wells, Better Ropes for Skyrim SE by X-Ray, Awesome Potions Simplified by Revoth, Dark Ages Food, 4K Stars and Galaxies, Graphics Spec, Fluffy Snow, Better Dynamic Snow by Sparrow Prince and Techangel 85, Transparent and Refracting Icicle and Frost Patronage XB1, Divergence Vanilla Pack AIO 1K512 to improve every single armor and weapon in Skyrim while staying close to the source material, and XB1 Insignificant Object Remover to improve performance. As you've seen throughout the video, the graphics speak for themselves, but I want to point out that a few clips were filmed with an additional mod intended to extend the LOD distance, which I ultimately removed because it ruined the frame rate. Before moving on, the water is improved with Glassy Water 4K, a realistic water mod, and the IA92's Epic Crystal Clear Water Xbox One. The NPC AI will be more realistic thanks to Common Ground Winter's Unfate and NPC Interaction Bundle. Merchants have more gold Xbox One. Merchant chests on display. Run for your lives XB1 to make people run away from danger, and Xbox realistic wildlife behaviors to make animals that exist in real life behave accordingly. Since we are on topic, let's list the mods that alter or add characters increase response in Skyrim. Diverse Dragons Collection 1K, Extended Encounters, Lupinus XB1, Khajiit Caravan Kittens, Children of Tamriel XB1 to add Khajiit Kids, and Argonian Hatchlings, Children of Tamriel XB1 to add Little Argonians. For faces of NPCs and the player, we just need Browse and Beast HHBB Khajiit and Argonian Replacer. This second one is paramount to really make those two races look as much good as the others. But now the interior lighting is finally outstanding with Lux v4.2 and Lux USSP patch. For the trees instead, I installed just Treerific Green Rift Dawn, a standalone tree mod that replaces almost all of Skyrim's trees with great looking custom models. This one in particular is the most important mod to make Skyrim feel like a new game. Many areas will be totally unrecognizable and as such feel new. And now it's time for some multiple areas open world alterations. Immersive Civil War Cleanup XP1 makes so that after the Civil War is over and a few months pass by, all the buildings damaged by the war will be repaired. Instead, Skyrim Sewers XP1 adds some interesting underground environments to many cities of Skyrim. For combat and balance we need Archery Tweaks, Aligned Crossbow for AE plus Ordinator, Wildcat Combat of Skyrim XB1, Head Splitter, Visible Favorited Gear, XB1 Better Combat AI, Guards Attack Hostiles, and BBC AO v3. Thanks to these mods, Skyrim's combat will feel more responsive, feature more mechanics like timed blocks and injuries, be more balanced, and feel more strategic. Remember to check out the Load Order's settings explained shortly for a fair game balance. After the combat, let's add a great quest for the College of Winterhold. College Curriculum adds actual magic lessons to Skyrim with power-up rewards, so that the college can actually be a college. After this, there are just 3 more mods: a quality world map, Vivid with Stone Roads XB1, Display Enhancements XB1, and Skyrim is Windy XB1. Okay, now that the list is done, let's see how everything must be set up. Just check out these clips and the instructions on screen and you'll be good to go. Perfect, one more thing, the performance was smooth most of the time, but a few rare and light frame drops have to be noted in forests. These are a bit more noticeable when using magic in the forest, but nothing that breaks the fun of playing Skyrim in my opinion. Did you enjoy your time with the video? Leave a like if so, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and game on!